Hello. Okay, look, so it's 2 months, and y'all can see my hair. I put some, what was it, 10 and 1 oil in it, and I just brushed it. Of course, it seems to have the same, that same little cowlick I had up here. So it's going this way. So I just brushed it that way. There's the side view. You can see the side. And there's that. But now my brows are mine. They're not completely full. I did have to fill them in, and you can tell I did more on one than I did on the other. But that's just so you could see. Let me take that light off of that one so you can see. Now my lashes, yeah, I still had to do the magnetics. Um, but yeah, so and of course I got another little jumper. Um, it's too chilly to wear the original shirt that I was gonna wear, so I just threw on the tank top. And this matches with the maroon that's in the pants, like a little plaid. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, and what I've learned today is do not drive without a bra. You're not ready. Um, because you can feel everything that you was protecting yourself from with that pillow. Yeah, you need to put that bra back on when you go out, because you're not ready. I found myself in the car holding myself like this, but then I was smart enough to leave the pillow in, so the next light that I stopped at, I put the pillow. Yeah. Sorry, you can hear the ice machine going. Y'all remember that? Remember I was here healing. Therapy is pretty good. What else? I'm done wearing the tattoo brows because, yeah, they keep lifting up. And I never got a chance to make a video to show y'all because I was sick that whole time. And I was sick for 3 weeks. Yeah. And yeah. This time I just decided it was time to just, because my grandson is sick again, and I was like, look, I can't go through this again. Because, yeah, I'm missing out on too much when I can't go anywhere because I'm sick. And I need time to build my immune system back up. And it's frustrating. And I got enough going on. So, let me get my book out for you. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to be looking down because, yeah, reading from the book. I told y'all about the sensitive skin. Okay. If I didn't, my face is sensitive again. So it's different for everybody. How chemo affects you. For me, it was my face. So my skin was sensitive, and it took longer for the dark marks and also the eczema to heal up. It took longer for it to heal. But that's where the switching the cleansers come in, and that just had a brain fart, the vitamin C serum. Oh, my ears had to heal all over again. So, and I don't think I've ever, I don't know, y'all, but I probably wasn't paying attention to that because that wasn't my focus. But I don't remember if I seen anybody with stressed ears either. So, as far as the videos on YouTube is what I mean. But my ears had to heal all over again. So the oil that I was using on there, it kept smelling, and I'm like, why is it smelling? And I just cleaned them. It's only been a week. What is going on? Well, once I start taking out my tunnels a lot more, I noticed that the inside of both of my ears, both of them, were pink all over again. So I switched to using alternating Neosporin and Aquaphor on them because they had to heal all over again. So I've been taking my time with that. So that's why you don't see the other, I took out all the other earrings except for this one. But I took out all the other ones so I can just focus on just these. Yeah, that was crazy. Did I tell y'all have to learn how to love yourself all over again? Because your body image is not the same. Well, you know now. And you know about the low immune system. I just told you about that. And the chemo belly goes down on its own. So let's see. Not sure if you can see how much mine has went down compared to what it was before. But yeah, it goes down on its own. So the workout that you're doing and the walking that you're doing is just for you. It's, you know, because my life is basically sedentary. So yeah, I work in front of a computer. So the walks is for me, it's for my legs to keep me going, and stop you from having a whole bunch of other health problems. Because they are watching you. Chemo does a lot of damage. And without saying too much, I'm not sure how much damage is done to me. They are keeping an eye out on it. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep that to myself right now. I don't want to put anything out in the atmosphere, but also with some other people that watch this that I don't want to know. Y'all remember when I told y'all that family thinks they're entitled to know everything about you, and that's not the case? Yeah. So I love you, but I'm not sharing everything. Um, you know, it's how I see this is when people show you who they are, believe it. So, um, but if y'all remember what I told y'all, let me see. I know I wrote it down. Um, Somewhere. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Because I did write it down so that I can tell y'all what all chemo does damage to. I wrote it somewhere. And then I got these little pieces of paper too. Okay. Heart, lungs, kidneys, nerve endings, and reproductive organs. So, what I'm going through falls into one of those categories, but they're monitoring me. So, leave it at that. Don't go a day without washing yourself up. Make a promise to yourself to take care of yourself. Throughout this whole thing, even through chemo, even, chemo, yeah, it takes a lot from you. So, make a promise to yourself that you'll get up and wash yourself up and brush your teeth. Always, always, always brush your teeth. Okay? I cannot stress that enough. Chemo weakens your teeth. It weakens your gums, so brush your gums and brush your teeth. Yeah. Mouth sores. I didn't have any, but I was told to avoid them. Stay away from citrus fruits. So, but you can do, basically your mouth has to stay wet during chemo. I know somebody's mind went to the gutter, shame on you. But drink a lot of water during chemo. It keeps your system flush. Also, peppermints. If you don't like peppermint, ginger chews are really, really good. Matter of fact, I'm still eating them to this day, and we're 2 months out from chemo. Chemo ages you, cause it's kind of like a reverse clock. Cause I look older right now, but then when my hair color starts to come in, I start to look younger. But also when you drop the weight that you gain from chemo, with the my weight comes from the steroids and the elastipatch. So, and I've gained 30 pounds. How much I've lost, don't know. Because nobody is concerned about weighing me right now. Mainly because I got, remember I told you about the damages that's going on. Mainly because that is going on. So, they're not really worried. This as long as I keep myself moving. Chemo brain. Ooh wee. So, with chemo brain, we have trouble multitasking, memory, word retrieval, concentration, following instructions, and setting priorities. Oh gosh, this is so true. Um, yeah. Um, forget. And you repeat because you can't remember if you said it or not. Um, and this can go on between 9 to 12 months or forever, depending on how much chemo you receive. And although I've only had 4 chemo infusions, I was there for 4 hours. So it's the dose amount of both chemo treatments that I had that I need to figure out. But it requires a lot of calculations, and I don't have the brain power for that right now. Fatigue, yes, but you can fight this by being active. Taste buds is altered. There's a lot of foods that I stay away from because I do not like the taste of it. I heard this comes back, but it was nothing that I was eating during chemo. You know what I'm saying? It tastes funny. So I am hearing by next month my hair should fill in, and then by 6 months I will have a whole bunch of hair, but also within that 6 months I can color my hair. So if you can see, let me bring it closer to me so you can see in my head there is some color starting to come in. If I'm close enough, okay. There is some color starting to come in. So I'm not sure if by next month or the month after, the color will come in. So, you know, by 6 months, you don't have to hide. But of course, me, I'm not hiding anymore. I'm going out in public just like this. Because hide for what? And then I had tried on the wigs that I have. They are so cute. They are still as cute as they was when I first bought them. But I don't, my sides and back aren't shaved, so yeah, I would have to cut the hair that I have now in order to wear the wigs, and I just don't see myself doing that. Okay, and I wrote this to myself. I feel like chemo took everything from me. Then I was sent on my way to adjust to what they consider a new normal. But there's nothing normal about what I'm going through. Nothing. None of this is normal. Hold on. Okay. So, none of what I'm going through is normal. Because have cognitive problems, which is from the chemo brain. So the word games, the word searches, the Sudoku puzzles, all the stuff that I was playing before, I'm frustrated because I feel like I'm not as good as I was prior to chemo. So it feels more like a setback for me. So I would never call this a new normal because it's not normal. Nothing I'm going through is normal. The emotional toll that it's taken on me, where I had to actually reach out for help to help me through this, no, this ain't normal. Because I'll never feel like myself again. My nerves have to regenerate, the cells have to regenerate themselves. What else? And it's like, if you don't take your medicine to go to help you sleep, you have insomnia. Or sometimes you feel like you never went to sleep at all. They tell you to sleep on your right side. Some people do, but I sleep on the left. Yeah. Okay. And chemo brain is the result of real pathological changes in the brain. They can be acute and chronic, and it's neurotoxicity. So basically, coming from the poison that we willingly have put in our body. But I'm hearing you can use essential oils to kind of help you. Now, I do not have this in essential oil form, but I have it in incense, frankincense, sandalwood, cedarwood, Palo Santo. I have those in incense form. What is this? Copaiba and Oxatia and lavender. And you put a drop of it on your hands or put it in a diffuser, and that should help you with the chemo brain. I don't know. It's worth trying. I just found out. So, it's like, let me see, distress and transforming at the same time, which is basically what you're doing. Because it's traumatic. And this whole thing is traumatic. You have to get used to what your body is looking like now. And like all my old clothes prior to this, I can't fit them. They're all too big. So, yeah. And that's my new reality. So, I now have the task of getting rid of everything. all shirts, two-piece outfits, dresses. It's a lot that I have to get rid of. So, bras. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a lot to get rid of. It's a lot to deal with in general. It's a lot to go through. And you can't smoke, you can't drink. They suggest you not drink at all, but there is a certain number to, I think it's 4 or 5 cups of alcohol. I don't know, they don't want you to have, but I only had 1 glass of wine every Friday. That was my thing, and I still have not picked it up. And the one day that I did have a glass of wine, when I went out with my daughter and went home, I got sick from my other daughter and my grandkids. So kind of stayed away from the wine. Yeah. When my immune system is strong enough, I will eventually go back to drinking the wine every Friday, because they want you to be stress-free, right? No stressing, no arguing, all that stuff. Leave it alone, because the cancer can come back. As for me, it won't come back in the same place. It will come back in a different area. So yeah. But that's not why they're keeping an eye out on me right now. They're keeping an eye out on me to make sure that the chemo didn't do damage to another area. So there's that. But yeah, I wanted to get on here and show y'all my new hair growth and my eyebrows coming back. The lashes, they slowly but surely coming back, but you can tell because I don't have none on the bottom. The rest of the body hair is slowly coming back. Yeah, everything is just taking its time. So let's see y'all in the next video.